gonna fire this thing up.
Oh my god, cake.
5-4 cake. Oh wait, let me make sure I've got my video on this time. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
Cake.
Let's go.
Hello everyone, Eric Watson here, freelance writer, player of games, writer of Origin, recorder of videos, and a tabletop role-playing aficionado. Welcome to our weekly live-streamed Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition online role-playing adventures. Joined as always by my wonderful friends. Chris, playing Valravn, the Eladrin Bard of Eloquence.
Hello. Chat was talking about D&D too.
No way! No way! We're here playing D&D! Holy shit! Well, welcome, y'all. Heather...
You shut my shit down there.
I really did. I don't know why I came on so aggressive. I mean, I value what you have to say.
This is why I don't take him places.
Heather playing Frey, the halfling barbarian of the beast.
Hello.
Rochelle and Reese will not be joining us this evening, but we have Raymond playing Edmund, the human alchemist artificer.
Just as good.
Yeah. We stream our sessions live on YouTube every Friday. Watch all of our streamed sessions here on YouTube. Read weekly session recaps at roguewatson.com. Watch my behind the scenes at No Players Allowed live series Crafting Icewind every Monday and Thursday. And then over to our live post-session discussion Frostside chat after our show tonight. You can also listen to all of these live D&D shows with the Rogue Watson podcast, available wherever you get your podcasts. You can follow me on Twitter at Rogue. I had like 2 bites of cake, and I'm just jittery. You can follow me on Twitter at Rogue Watson and join our official Discord server with invite link into the description below. If you'd like to support the channel, please check out patreon.com/RogueWatson. Patrons get exclusive access to private videos, custom 5e content, and participate in monthly DM roundtables and private patron D&D games. Nobody's getting this cake except me and you. For our campaign, we use Roll20.net. For video chat, we use Discord, and for streaming, I use Open Broadcaster software with Streamlabs. Music is by Kevin MacLeod, and our amazing original character art was done by Jimmy McClure. Also,
so good.
Happy birthday this week to Heather.
Happy birthday.
Enjoying her chocolate leftover birthday cake. It's sinfully delicious. Might have had some last night during the Patreon D&D game. Previously on Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden. Not wanting to run into any more vampires or remorazes, the party opted to head down a southeastern tunnel. They were led by Frey, who had seemingly communed with the Frostmaiden on where they needed to go to reach the lost city. When she turned a corner, she was shocked still. Edmund tried to help her, only to receive the same fate. Tentacled shadows lurked on the other side of an icy wall, and seemed to be affecting their minds. When Valravn tried to save Edmund, his body retaliated. Thankfully, a calm emotion spell snapped them out of it. The party raced through the tunnels, far away from the thing in the ice. At a juncture in the tunnels, Frey found some Chardolin, Edmund found a stone slab, and the others were scared from some suspiciously reflective icy walls. The stone slab turned into a monstrous mimic that tried to eat Edmund, but the others quickly came to his rescue. Although I believe Edmund did shoot his lightning arm cannon into the beast to actually finish it off.
Sure did.
Another fork in the tunnels motivated the party to split once again, with Valravn, Celeste, and Thimbleweed investigating to the north, and Valin, Frey, and Edmund heading south. The northern team found a dead end, but one of the walls held a robed, blue-skinned humanoid trapped in the ice. A faint tapping alerted them that it may still be alive somehow, and they let Drillbot do its thing. Meanwhile, the southern team came across a grove of magically preserved trees bearing purple fruit. A voice called out to them, and Edmund answered. It was a dryad. She explained that she and her grove were once part of Ithrin, but broke off when it crashed to the ground. Miraculously, she survived, and the magic sustains her and the trees. Her fruit grants powers, but she warns of many dangers in these caves. The party already knew of most of the dangers, but a new one caught their attention. Bestial, one-eyed humanoids that had begun coming up from a nearby tunnel. The same tunnel Frey feels is the right way to go. And then from around a corner, a small horde of those creatures appeared, heading right for our heroes.
Yeah.
We start
Okay.
with
He called us heroes.
I was that a bit
How
presumptuous?
presumptuous of you.
How much cake have you had?
Our heroes. I mean, in the context, you are maybe protagonists would be the better word. You are the agents that
main
are
characters.
driving the story forward.
It's right.
Hero is such a strong term.
It really kind of is.
All right, so
I
we're actually
mean-
gonna start with a bit of a split party situation here, which is always fun.
What we love.
Yeah. And I think we left off doing the southern team with the cliffhanger, so I think we're going to resume with team north, which is going to be Chris.
Yeah.
Well, Robin, Thimbleweed, and Celeste. You had, so as I mentioned in the situation, this was a dead-end tunnel, but you found this odd-looking humanoid who was apparently just frozen in a block of ice within the wall, and yet seemed to be tapping with a finger, and that kind of drew your attention to this creature. And you responded by placing the drill bot down at the wall and kind of letting it do its drill thing.
Drill thing.
Yes.
And it doesn't take long. Drillbot is able to... were you given any specific instructions? Obviously
about that
not
at the
to
end of
maybe
last
drill
session.
through the creature.
Yeah, can it avoid flesh? Maybe
If
just
it works, leave it alone.
maybe just drill holes and sections enough to where we can pull the ice off of this creature without harming it.
Okay.
Does this look humanoid?
Yes.
But like blue skinned, you said.
It looks like a... To the best, and as it's drilling, you're able to kind of make out more features. It just looks like a hairless human with blue skin, dressed in just very normal looking, plain robes, like dark robes.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll have the drill bot like start drilling away enough things to where we can try to get this thing out, and maybe just enough to where we can like talk to it first, like free its head before its arms and legs.
Sure.
Not entirely sure what this thing is.
So yeah, as Drillbot is making its way in there, and you kind of free the head, and you can see it. You can see it kind of creaking and moving, and maybe testing its ability to move as it becomes more ambulatory, and enough to where it does have its head free at one point, and it kind of stays. It kind of looks around at the situation and looks at all of you, and it's got these very unsettling pupil-less eyes, just like pure white. But otherwise, it doesn't seem to speak at all, and unless you say different, Drillbot just kind of continues getting through the rest of its
Okay.
limbs.
Hello, good sir. Or madam, it's hard to tell. I am Valrothan Gwenetane Laundria at your service. Might we have your name?
Do you say this in common?
Sure. And if it doesn't work, I can repeat it in Elvish.
Yeah. The creature looks at you. It snaps its attention to you, but does not respond. And when you repeat in Elvish, it kind of cocks its head a bit, as if processing kind of what you were saying. And then when Drillbot kind of finishes up, it looks down at its feet, looks down at Drillbot, and kind of gingerly steps down out of the wall, and kind of, and again, just looks like a person, but without any hair whatsoever. And just very calmly kind of looks back and forth between all you figures, and seems to be searching for something. Almost like just acting as if like a groggy, like woke up from a nap or something and still trying to get its bearings.
Okay.
Hey, go ahead.
Let's do this. Let's use my universal speech here.
Okay.
Make myself understood. One or more creatures, which can be him, magically understand me regardless of the language I speak for 1 hour.
Okay.
I thought I had something else that would make. I thought I remembered getting something else that would let me also understand other people. But I don't
Weep,
remember what that.
Grana, weep, ninny bomb.
That's right. But after casting that, I will repeat it again, and I'll add to the end. You seem out of sorts, my friend. I'm afraid you may have been entrapped in this ice for quite some time. Your situation may be unfamiliar to you.
When you speak at that, it cocks its head again at you, looks around, and kind of seems to somehow understand something and nod its head toward this tunnel. And then it just very slowly and carefully brings its finger to its lips. Shh.
If someone can get Robin to be quiet, I'll pay them money. You just hear the voice of Frey on the wind.
And then,
All right.
very calmly, this figure begins walking towards the southern tunnel, the same one that Frey and Edmund and Valin walked down.
Okay, he's done nothing to appear hostile.
No.
And he seems to at least understand me, if not be communicative. But he won't answer the
Otherwise,
question.
you got ripped off on that spell. If you don't understand.
It's right. Did the spell work?
I don't think it's a spell, right? This is a.
It's an ability.
It's an ability of your.
But I don't get to use it till the end of the long rest. So there is that.
You do think it was able to process what you were saying.
Yeah.
You're not sure if it's capable of speech or if this is what it's doing here.
Yeah. Maybe Valravn will just come up right behind, walk not close to him, but close enough to where he can whisper to him. It's like, good sir, perhaps you are unable to speak yourself, which is fine. But perhaps we may communicate in some other way.
Give me an insight check.
Okay. Is this a humanoid? Sure looks like a humanoid.
That's part of what this insight check is gonna be.
Oh, okay. Well, whether or not he is, it depends on whether I have advantage or not.
Roll it regular for right now.
Okay. Insight. That was a bad roll.
Yeah. You it spoils it because of your mechanics. But you feel like you're normally pretty insightful towards people, and you cannot get a good read on this thing.
Oh, Frey now wants to pay it money.
It's this person is not. It's just acting completely foreign to what you usually can tell from other people you're trying to read. You're not sure if it's the hair or the eyes or the skin or what's going on here. The fact that it was stuck in the ice, but you are very confused by this entire situation.
And as he's leaving, though, the area that he was trapped in the ice in, is there anything else of note in there, or is it just like a chunk of ice now?
Yeah, not that you can tell. It just looks like it's just a random chunk of the wall that you're not sure even how it ended up in there.
Okay. Well, at this point, Valravn will just say, perhaps we ought to simply follow this fellow. I don't know where he's going, but his aims seem to be independent, but not contrary to our own. Thus far, at least. Perhaps he will lead us to where we seek.
Ray, would you like to respond as Thimbleweed? I forget.
Let me see.
I forgot who was who in these situations.
Ever since my experience, I tend to trust things bursting out of encased materials. So I say, let's follow.
I like the way he burst out of that ice. All right, yeah. I guess the three of us will just sort of
Yeah. This robed figure
follow
just...
him, maybe at a respectful pace, but just keeping an eye on him. Just see, we're
Okay.
more curious about where he's going than anything else.
Yeah, it hasn't proven to make any hostile moves or anything, and you all have been, kind of normally just communicating with them.
My working theory at the moment is that if we're lucky, this is somebody who was in the city or is familiar with the city or
Yeah.
something, and he's just gonna walk to the front gates. And there we go.
Yeah. And starts coming down the tunnel. I think once it gets to about here, we're going to flip back to our other team. And for the other team, I need initiative.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's right. Ray got us into
Because, there were some creatures coming out of the woodwork, i.e. a nearby tunnel, and they look something like this.
Oh, what the F is that?
Oh, we haven't fought one of these in years and years. This was in the very first campaign we ran.
Yeah, it was. I'm impressed.
Remember, because it was like a horror moment. Because it was like I don't want to metagame.
We're reminiscing of shared experiences.
Yeah. But I remember it was like
metagame is if your character uses the information.
That's true.
Not
it was like
just if you
psychically in
remember
our
something.
heads. It was like a horror thing where it was like trying to scare us. I forget where, but I remember this. Yeah.
Yeah, you're 100% right. That's exactly right.
Oh, where's my token? There.
And I have tossed Frey one of the pears before this encounter happens.
I will allow it.
What did the pears do again?
Guess who did not fix that pear thing? I completely forgot about it.
Well, when Edmund ate the pear, you saw him immediately heal himself.
So, yes, the dryad...
if that was his spell or from the pear.
So, the dryad explained that you can eat the pears. They give magical effects. She said just not to eat too many at once. And then the pear, Edmund, the one that you ate seemed to give you... And you rolled on a table, so metagaming is that you would maybe not quite sure what each pear would do, but clearly they have some kind of special effects that go with them. I do think it takes an action to consume one, however. I'd have to look that up.
We're going to adjudicate that it's a free action.
If you wanna immediately eat the pear right now, I will allow it.
Yeah, I'll eat the pear. Why not?
He literally tossed you one. You were just like caught it with your mouth.
Ah.
All right, so I didn't fix the thing. You'll have to scroll down to the bottom to the rollable tables.
Mm-hmm.
Ray, do you remember where it was? It's about in the middle. It's called Purple Pear Charms.
Purple pear charms.
And roll on one of those when you eat it.
Further down.
Yeah, it's the broken one.
If you keep going, there's
go to the actual where it says token roll, and then click the roll button.
Okay, further down. Okay. Just hit roll or token?
Hit roll. You got the same one.
Roll again.
So the way this works is, let's see, it's a bit of a special charm. I don't actually know how long it's supposed to last, now that I look at it. We're gonna say it lasts for...
It says once used, this charm vanishes from you.
Yeah, I guess it's just on until you use it, but the caveat is the dryad warns not to eat more than one pear while you're under the effects of one, basically, so... Yeah, so I guess you just have one banked. You have a use of Cure Wounds at 3rd level.
Alright.
Alrighty, and then we need Valen, and the dryad does not look like she wants a part of this. She kind of yelps and melds back into her tree.
Oh.
There they are. Though, it looks like these creatures actually got the jump on some of you. So no surprise round, but they just got earlier initiative.
They got faster initiative, not early initiative.
Yes.
Had to.
Let's see. Ray's actually around the corner. Still a wall between us. Why do we build these walls between us? You see these creatures just lumbering forward with this one overly large eye that just dominates their entire face and locks on to you, Edmund, and you hear a voice that speaks in... well, actually, you can comprehend languages because Valin cast that spell on you, which I kind of adjudicated you could comprehend languages that way, so you do hear this ancient language. And it's just blathering almost nonsense, like, trees, death, caves, light. Of just, it doesn't seem to make any sense. But what it does is it stares at you, and I'm going to need a con saving throw, please. It tries to melt your mind with its... Ooh.
I would like to use my inspiration.
Alright, think you can roll better than a 1.
Have my mind melted.
It's a +6. Okay, you squeaked that one out. You only needed...
Okay.
Yeah, 6 or better than +6. Alright, so that one you are free from. The other one will charge at you. 5, 10, 15, 20. And lay into you with its claws. That should not whisper to me. I don't know why it's whispering. That was a miss. Never whisper rolls. Rolled a 5. Let's see if the next one can do better. Only slightly better, but neither of those are going to hit. It's just scrambling around, kind of slips on the ice a little bit as it tries to grab you. And snarls angrily. They just seem completely mad. Speaking of mad, Frey.
Me. All right. All right. Well, guess we gotta come up and start stabbing some shit. Stand here. Saw it try to attack my buddy Edmund. He's my buddy on most days.
Ooh, you've been upgraded to buddy status. Nice.
That's right.
I'm just gonna reckless attack with no rage. Just
Okay.
a reckless though. 21 will hit it
Oh, yeah.
for 14.
You're plus 12. 30. Yes.
30 will hit it, right?
I think so. 30 would hit all the
12.
things. Alright, 2 great axe swings, and it is cursing madly, but doesn't seem to be the least bit intimidated. A slightly larger version of this creature with a purplish eye instead of a green one comes loping out of the woodwork. And this one targets you, Frey, and you hear a voice in your head that somehow it can translate from that ancient language. It's like, all around, danger, death, enemy skill.
Not very easy to kill, so I don't know why you're going to try.
I need a wisdom saving throw from you, please.
Ah, shit.
Damn it, I whispered to GM. Damn it.
You've got to fix that.
I know. Didn't think to look at these stat blocks. Here, hang on, let me copy and paste what it just did.
Are you trying to frighten me?
There it was. I'm trying to do psychic damage and then force you to attack another creature.
Okay. Well, that's just... Alright, it's a 12. That's... not great. Straight roll here, folks. Straight roll. I do have inspiration, though, so there is that.
Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah,
Try it.
let's use that inspiration.
Alright, seeing some poor initial rolls and maybe inspiration will save you.
It does.
Oh, there you go.
Another good use of inspiration, a straight
Wow.
19. Alright, if the save is successful, you take half damage, so 9 psychic damage. And you do not have to use your reaction to harm your friends.
Okay. I didn't like that, so I'm going to have to stab you in the eyeball for that one.
Yeah. Lynn is like, this cave is increasingly terrifying. But at least these things don't look dead.
Not yet.
Yeah. And
Give it some time.
she will hurl a chill touch. Come on, Belen. That is going to be a miss, though. She'll back up a little bit. Edmund.
You said it takes an action to eat a pear, huh?
So I start eating more pears. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna eat these magic pears. I think so. Let me double check. You know what? Actually, doesn't say it specifically takes an action. So in that case, I would probably say we could use our potion rules.
Adjudicate a free action.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily say it takes an action. So I would say you could use that as your, like, one free action thing, which would be the equivalent of you quaffing a potion of healing if you wanted to eat a pear.
Try, like, how many pears can I safely eat?
So you ate one pear, but you've already used that magical effect, I believe. Each pear...
Oh, you don't keep getting new charms and stuff?
Right, because I think that particular one is a one-use.
Yeah.
A one-use of that spell.
Yeah, but if I ate another pear and it gave me the same thing, I could use it again, right?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Right. So he looked at the dryad.
Couldn't
and
kill you, right?
Huh?
What?
I don't know. How many pears? Tell me. Wait, he's asking the dryad.
Oh, she very nervously says, if you've used their magic, it may be safe to eat another.
He shoves 3 pears into the mouth of number 2.
What? Now that's gonna probably be alright.
That's an action. That's my action.
That's her action. Is to shove pears down the creature.
It's not where I thought he was going with that.
Okay, I think that's, that's gonna require a sleight of hand check, I think, to take food and shove it down the mouth of a creature with serrated teeth.
Please roll good. Please roll
I'm just gonna
20.
use its AC.
I need this roll 20.
That's pretty good.
That was pretty good. All right. So as the creature's coming for you, you just managed to shove a wad of pears.
3 pears.
Three pears with that might be 2 hands. I mean, pears are
Yeah.
pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Into the mouth of the creature. I imagine it's like lunging for you, and you come up with the only thing defensively, and it's just pears. It's like stuck in its mouth, and then it starts chomping down at them. And well, fuck it. This could be really fun. I'm gonna let you roll on the table.
Once or 3 times?
Roll it 3 times, boss.
Shit, what have you done?
All right.
Great.
So it has. Let's see. Charm of Restoration. Yes, greater restoration or lesser restoration. Charm of Invisibility.
Did it 4 times. Ignore the last one.
Okay. And then the first one was the Charm of Druidcraft cantrip. Okay. However, what it also does is you notice the creature kind of burps and like throws up a little bit, and it looks like it is intoxicated or poisoned. So at the same time, it looks a bit green around the gills, but also glowing with extra magic powers.
Sure, that was worth it yet.
I don't know.
We'll see.
That's fucking hilarious. I did not expect that, so I'm gonna have to give you inspiration for that. I honestly did not expect a player to weaponize the fucking.
That's right.
I should have, but I did not.
Edmund.
Edmund, always doing that. All right, Nothix. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Not quite make it to you, but they do have their Rotting Gaze. Let's see who they want to target.
How do you know it's gonna be me?
Token
Not
Fate has
me.
decided is Edmund, though. As it gazes into you with its large eye. I need a con saving throw. 24 is going to knock it out of the park, though.
Wow.
$30. Comes over here, and we're going to do the same thing. Edmund again. How many good con saves can you give me? How many not so great damage roll? Pretty good again.
Saves. I thought it was
Wow.
wisdom saves.
Wisdom was another one. This one is just straight up damage. The other one was like temporarily trying to.
Oh,
Take
so that
control.
really pisses me off then.
Mhm. Only one of them tried to do that one. These ones do this other ability. At the end of the rounds, Team North, your dude keeps walking along. Shuffling along at a pretty moseying pace. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Not dashing or anything. Now, as you get close to here, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and have you roll initiative, because at this point you should probably realize that there is combat going on.
I see things happening.
You see things happening, yeah.
Something happening.
You
Down
see these,
there.
and you see what I described last week, which is a grove of trees in the middle of this cave. Inexplicably, very healthy fruit trees bearing purple fruits. One tree is
Okay.
bereft of purple fruit, though.
Strip clean.
Yeah. But go ahead and have you guys roll initiative now before we start this next round.
Okay.
Wow, some good rolls. Alright, so we've got this one, which has all kinds of magical abilities, but is also basically poisoned and like lurching around and stumbling. And it is when it looks at its hands, and its one eye blinks like several times rapidly wide, and it seems like it is just like it just got shot up with cocaine when it has this like a magic power, and it suddenly just zips and turns invisible.
I knew you were gonna use that one. Invincible nothing.
Yeah. And you hear that voice that's like radiate out. It's like, power! I feel power again. This one will lope forward and attack Frey. I've not rolled above like it. There we go. These can hit occasionally. 5 slashing damage.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Thimbleweed.
It's a bummer Thimbleweed can't talk anymore these days.
Yeah, it's pure telepathy.
He's all telepathy, so he's just gonna talk to himself. Looks like there's a battle going on down there. But... Speed 35. Thimbleweed to the rescue. Why is nobody listening to me? I'm reaching out telepathically.
You're doing great, Thimbleweed.
Doing great, sweetie.
Trying to remember all of his stuff. Gee. You gotta help me here. What can he do? So what does Hunter's Mark do again? Hunter's Mark.
Adds damage once per round, I think.
Like he picks his target?
Yeah, he has to put it on a target, and then when he shoots the target, I think he gets extra damage.
Let's put it on number 1. Actually, no, I don't think he. Yeah, he didn't see the guy go invisible, so he can't chase after that one.
Oh, yeah.
And his range attack, he just got a short bow, right? That's all he's got for ranged.
Yeah.
And number one, how's number one look? Damaged? Not damaged?
Doesn't look it's been damaged, yeah.
Let's see. Let us knock a Chardolin arrow into this short bow. Might as well use the stuff my character gives him. And number one. Oh no.
That's a critical miss.
We should be ashamed.
I believe fun things happen if you miss with a Chardolin arrow too, right?
Fun
It's
things do happen.
Pretty hard to miss with that arrow, but I believe it's a charisma save.
Is it a
Plus the one.
save?
I gotta pull it up. Hang on. On a miss, you must succeed on a DC 10 charisma saving throw or suffer a form of short-term madness till the end of your next turn.
-1.
All right, you get to roll on that short-term madness table, which that macro should still work near the top. Near the top.
I think you need to like hold back on the cake with your
I
inability.
know, right?
To
It's like
dodge.
really fucking me up.
So I cut myself the smallest piece ever.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's only natural that Thimbleweed will be silently weeping.
Oh, goodness. Just
feels right.
quietly weeping.
Yep. He shot with one arrow and now just sits
No
down.
more
and
arrows his turn.
Just weeps. I believe that lasts till the end of his next turn. All right, Frey.
He just sits
End
there.
of your next turn. So he loses all his remaining attacks for this turn and... Oh, boy. Okay.
Bad news.
Bye,
Yeah.
Thimbleweed. We'll see you in 20 minutes.
That means one less person for me to control.
That's right.
That's really why he did it.
Yep.
All right, let's see here. So we can still see number one, right?
Yes.
There's number one, the one that went invisible.
No, another one went invisible. This
Okay.
one, another one that came up loping towards you. This is the one that actually struck you for small amounts of damage.
Oh yeah, you're the one who gave me the paper cut. So you gotta die. Actually, everyone's in a nice little row there. All right, we're gonna do something else.
Something else.
Gonna put my little axe back for half a second, use my other arm, pull out that sweet, sweet javelin of lightning.
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I mean, they're all in a nice little,
They
little
are
row right
aligned,
here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can't not do it. All right, so I have to remember what this does. I'm gonna hit the button. It's been a hot minute.
It has. I don't think we've seen it.
All right.
Done. As I recall, you target one creature
Mm-hmm.
with the javelin, and then everybody in between.
Takes the little zappy zap.
Yeah, so everybody in between has to make the dex saving throw.
And
Take
the dude at the
46
end
lightning.
is just screwed because he takes both the javelin damage and the lightning damage.
Yeah, yep. Which might be plugged into your damage. I'm not sure.
I think it is, but I think they're separate numbers. All right, so they all need to make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw, or they take half damage on successful saves. The target is obviously the dude with the purple eyeball.
Can you roll the damage for me?
Yeah. So 13 is their 46.
Okay.
That's pretty good. Ish.
Is it a hat? Yeah, half.
Half on a successful save.
Got 2 fails and 1 success for those 3 in the middle.
And then the dude on the end
Dude on the end
just
takes.
takes it all.
I think the dude on the end takes both those numbers, right?
Yep.
It takes from the javelin plus 46 lightning damage.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a full 23. Slightly complicated thing that involves an attack roll and a save.
Yeah. A variety of characters.
Yeah, that's a lot of spread damage though. Shocks out and they're all magics, it's got magics.
I told you to stay out of my damn head.
They're almost treating your any display of magic as like a drug. Like these are like drug addicts.
Lovely.
Yeah. Except very
Oh.
violently mutated ones.
We don't think these creatures like were you used to be human, do we? They're not like the other cannibals in this cave that have transformed.
Prey doesn't care. They all have to die. So, yeah, I guess that would count as my whole action, right? Because I get technically 2 attacks.
True.
So, am I allowed to attack with a weapon again, or do I need to throw another javelin? Because I have regular javelin.
That's actually true. Does it? Let me make sure.
Yeah, how does that work?
Yeah, unless it has.
If it's an attack, then
Well, it's an attack.
yeah.
It says it's a magic weapon. When you hurl it and speak its command word, it transforms into a bolt of lightning. Make a ranged weapon attack against the target.
Yeah.
In the meantime, the
that's-
javelin can still be
yeah.
used as a magic weapon. It just can't be used until the next dawn. I would probably count that as an attack action. There may be like a Jeremy Crawford ruling about this that I'm not sure of,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
Yeah, the fact that it says like as part of the attack you can turn it into lightning, that to me implies that like you're just making a javelin attack.
yeah, I'm not seeing what the key thing I was looking for is like as an action do this, but it just says
Right.
it's a magic weapon and yeah. So yeah, I would say this you can activate your multi-attack still.
It's like one fluid motion then. Huck the javelin. Pull the axe back out.
Yeah.
And number 1. You're gonna go squish.
Wow, you're really flirting with
Ooh,
a crit over there.
18.
That's crazy.
I critted that damage roll. Yes, I
Max
did.
damage, yeah. That one's still alive despite being struck by a javelin, lightning, and a giant axe throw, but it is looking real bad. Real bad. Celeste.
Let's see if Celeste can get there.
I mean, with her speed, I'm guessing. Well, that is an impressive distance.
That's 60 feet.
Wow, wow,
So
okay.
she can't quite get all the way
Only she was
there.
built to do ranged attacks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so she's gonna run up to where the tree is here. The shade of this glorious tree. There's no shade. We're underground. And yeah, she is going to charge up some Radiant Fist to try to clean up some Nothic mess. Number 1. That's the closest.
15 does hit.
Okay. For 11 radiant damage.
That finishes this one off.
All right.
Like screams out and
Blast
just
of bleach.
yeah.
Okay, let's do it again on number 3 down there. She can barely see number 3, I think. In fact, if she was where she was, she couldn't see him.
I mean, I thought you already
Yeah,
hit 60 feet right there anyway.
I did. Yeah. This was 60 feet. I was just. So was this technically if I had moved there, but
Okay.
yeah. But she can only see him from here. So let's say she moved there. 17 out of hit if a 15 does for 10 radiant. And then another. There's a crit.
There's a crit.
And she's got a thing too. Oh, this is not a melee weapon attack. Never mind. Never mind. So for another 14.
Sorry, I'm updating my crit.
That does something to him, right? Gotta make this roll.
Alright, crit is updated. Sorry. Score a crit with a melee weapon. You can roll one of the weapons. Damn it. What are you asking me
No,
about?
ignore that. That's
Oh.
it's not a melee weapon. So it's just another 14.
14 and a massive damage is what it is.
Yeah.
Con. Saving throw. Man. Go ahead and roll on the massive damage table for me.
Can't take reactions until the next turn. The lowliest of them.
It is the lowliest. Probably won't. Not too much, but...
Okay, that's her turn.
Okay. Got this larger one with a purple eye for a... And this time, angrily runs up to you and attempts to claw at you.
Ah,
14 hit you?
no, of
Oh.
course not.
What about a critical 26?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Ooh, this is going to be fun because not only do I get to do that,
Oh, jeez.
but it gets to apply sneak attack, and I believe I get to roll the extra sneak attack dice as well.
Players can do, so can the enemies.
Yeah. And you happen to actually be within 5 feet of one of its allies because the invisible one never moved.
Oh, come on.
So that is going to
Okay.
be
Now,
another...
isn't there something on sneak attack where you get to see the person though?
It just says it's within 5 feet of an ally. Of a Nothic that isn't incapacitated. Now that a Nothic is invisible and drunk, but it is not incapacitated. So you take a lot of little damage that adds up.
Yeah, it's whatever.
Uh,
When do I get to activate
15,
that charm of Cure Wounds?
27, 29 damage altogether.
I think it would be an action.
It's an
to
action
kill
to do it,
instead.
yeah. It's basically you're casting the spell.
Okay.
So that thing comes in and just has the giant claw that just rips.
I don't care.
Us magics.
Go get it yourself.
Rip it from you.
I
Robin.
even try. You're only giving me some paper cuts.
Yes. Well, shoot. Valravan's so far away. He can't really see what's happening down there yet.
What's happening?
Yeah, he just sees walls and a forest and everything else. So he is going to use his bonus action to, or I guess actually it would be his action, to dash, to get to where he can see what's happening. But he will also kind of back up into a safe place because he wants to see what's happening, but he doesn't want to be near it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you see several of these monstrous, mutated creatures with large eyes. And one of them just looks larger and, you know, has a different stance and longer claws than the other ones. It just sunk its claws into fray.
All right. Well, seeing that, Valravin will write some words of, as the creature dug its claws into the furry halfling, he looked into her eyes and saw nothing but grim determination and bloodlust. And he knew his time was nigh. He's going to give Frey a bardic inspiration.
Ooh.
Bardic inspiration.
Okay, Balin says, good of you to join us.
Quite
Find
a
anything interesting?
event. Oh, yes. Where did he go, by the way? Did he come down with us, or is he still up there?
He's still up there, and his initiative will basically be, at the end of the turn. He will, as far as you're aware, continue walking on a path. You're not quite sure where he's going.
There's a rather blue gentleman that we freed from the ice.
Why is he so sad?
He's been on the ice quite a while.
Can't imagine being alone with you in a room.
Depression.
Anybody would be too sad.
He's blue, da boo dee da boo da.
That's right. He's had that song stuck in his head for thousands of years, I imagine.
God, Balin cannot cast Chill Touch. Jesus.
No, she's
She's distracted.
Fucking wordless.
I mean, she shut down Freydigo that one time.
That's true, she did.
That one time. And she still has, like, limited spell slots, so.
Yeah.
Alright, Edmund.
So if I try to move forward, would there be an obstacle in my way?
You would probably bump into something, yeah.
Good to know.
An invisible wall, if you will. That's
It's
you can
scratchy.
honestly probably hear that creature's still there.
Ah,
It's invisible doesn't necessarily make you undetectable technically, especially if it turned invisible right in front of you. Mechanically, I think it just gives you disadvantage.
get the snow and like little footprints keep forming.
Right, yeah, but it's still they also invisible, so it's still hard to hit them.
He's drawn. Well, no, I guess poison doesn't actually make people easier to hit you. It just makes you worse at hitting, right?
That's
Poison
what I'm
condition?
looking up actually. Yeah, poisoned.
Just
Correct. It just
disadvantage,
makes
yeah.
you worse at hitting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have an action in mind.
I have more.
You're
You're not gonna like it.
Who wants some
What?
pears?
Yeah.
I know. Who wants some pear juice? And you know what? I'm gonna spit in my hand and
That was not on my bingo card of
yeah,
things Edmund was
yeah.
going to do.
start transmutating it, and just this, and then I'm just gonna blow on my hand this spray of acid
Don't blow acid on your hands.
shoots out from my hand, and so I have conveniently drawn the beam I want to create there,
30 feet long. Wow.
Is a convenient
5 feet
beam.
wide.
That's very
I
convenient.
feel like you used to cast the spell all the time and then haven't cast in like 60 sessions or something.
I haven't had a need for it.
Yeah.
It's just not very powerful. It's like 2d4 on the beginning of each turn.
Yeah.
But it does cause acid to form onto a creature, hence the invisible guy is
Mm.
now visible.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's also going to probably trigger concentration. All right, so everybody has to make a dex save. I don't actually know if I can.
My
I'm gonna
DC save is up to 17 now. I don't know how to change it on that, but it is 17.
I'm going to have to put him back in the token layer so I can select him for the save purpose.
I'm back.
Oh, I guess you have to save on it, huh? Whoops.
It is right? Am I reading that right?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Dexterity saving throw. Yeah. And what'd you say the number was?
17.
17.
How dexterous are these
Well,
guys?
Robin both have just maxed these.
We maxed our casting stat, and that's what
Yeah.
you get. When you do.
Do they not take any damage right now if they?
Nope, at the start of each turn.
Oh, okay. So I'll just put damage 0, I guess.
It's a condition they get. It's not the damage that they.
Yeah, that's
take.
weird.
Oh my
Wow,
goodness.
2 of them actually pass. That's surprising.
Yeah.
They're bringing Dexy back.
Yeah. The one that was the important ones though, the invisible
salt
one
punch
and
tonight.
the larger one both failed.
Mhm.
I've listened to so much music this week while working. It's insane.
Ooh, I get to use little poison flask symbol.
There you go. Wait, now there's like I'm losing track of what all these are. There's wavy lines. There's cracked earth. There's
The wavy
poison
lines I
fly-
was doing for his advantage or his
This
poison.
drunkenness.
I should
poison.
have.
Yeah.
There's actually better ones for that. That's
What is
probably
the
a good
cracked earth?
poison. That one you can't take reactions.
Okay. Okay.
I didn't know. I just threw something on there. All right, so they become acid all over them. Creature given the acid takes 2d4 acid at the start of each of his turns. All right, you're gonna have to help me remember that one. Technically, this creature is still invisible, but once it starts taking damage, it'll have to make concentration saves.
But technically, can we see the acid on him though now?
Yeah, that's true. I would. Yeah,
I
it's-
guess that's what Edmund or Raymond was talking about.
yeah.
right?
You're right.
The
You're right.
situation was
Yeah.
What's the-
Mechanically, he's still invisible, but functionally,
can
he's
see
covered
where
in
he's at.
acid, which probably cancels his invisibility.
Okay.
Yep. All right. It is not any of those ones' turns. It is one in the back. This time it's got several targets for its thing. It's at range. This one will just try to stare at people. Edmund. Magic inside. I need a con save again. Goodness, it's a shame this one does. That was good damage too. Nothing if you make the save. This one will actually start going around though. Right there. This one, which can't take reactions, is just gonna come up to here and attack at Frey. Attack at Frey. And miss both times.
Okay, happens to everybody.
And at the end of the round, you see a odd, blue-skinned, robed, hairless figure. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just make its way very calmly and seemingly oblivious to everything happening around it. And
Shit
only
is
moving
that?
at a normal pace. Yeah.
That's our blue friend.
That's
You don't know where he's going.
I called him Bluesy. Professor
Oh,
Bluesenstein.
Does he
Dr.
look
Aqua.
like he's-
I got him. I got him.
Yes.
it was less the cleverness, it was just the consistency. It was just he's still
That's-
going.
That's yeah.
That's how you
I broke
go.
down your will to make the saves. All right, so I need to start making acid damage things. What is happening?
Does this blue guy does it look like he's registering that there's a violence happening in front of his eyes?
Not at the moment.
Okay.
Takes 2d4 acid damage at the start of the turn.
Unless it uses the action to actually like scrape or wash the acid off. Okay, go ahead and roll. You did 3 damage.
Which triggers a concentration, right?
Yes, it does. Is con, and it fails, so it loses the invisibility. However, it will excitedly, because it still has those fucking charms. Need to leave both those on because it's still poison and all that. Because it also, you gave it a charm of restoration, I believe.
Jesus.
I did.
Yeah, so it's
He's
gonna.
already drunk, so he doesn't care.
Yeah, and it seems it seems like literally having magic is giving it euphoria.
Mm.
I have the power! And it will gleefully use an action to cast Lesser Restoration on itself. Obviously, from a creature attacking you standpoint, it isn't very efficient, but it seems like that is what it wants to do. So it will cure its own... It won't scrape off the acid, but it will cure its poison effect by casting Lesser Restoration, and seems very happy about doing so. That one's dead. Thimbleweed's incapacitated. We go to Frey.
All right. Drunky boy's back.
He's here.
No longer drunk, just acid now.
All right. Well, I still want Purple Eye because I don't like him.
Purple Eye is
So-
covered in acid, though.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I might
Uh-oh.
do that. All
Just
right.
reading things, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I am,
You're in for it
yeah.
now.
Yeah, I get nervous whenever Edmund and Frey start looking at shit in their character sheets.
I forgot about that one. All right. Oh, Purple Eye. Ah, so close.
My goodness, yeah. You had like several 18s and 19s.
There's another 18 for you.
How are you just auto-rolling max damage? This is bullshit.
Playing with the sheet.
Oh my gosh.
Ah, so close again.
Wow! Another 19. You roll 18. Oh, okay, 17. Much better. Jesus.
Slowly going down.
Come on, he's got to be almost dead. at
He's
this
hurting real
point.
bad. He was much larger and spinier, and I'm picturing like a Gloomhaven Elite version with just
Oh.
more of everything. He's an elite
this-
Nothic.
With this last one, when I hit him, I would like for him to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay. Saving throw.
I have a DC 15.
So close.
Oh, it does not make it. That is so sad for you. So sad for you. Because now I have given you in some infectious fury. And
You are not raging nor attacking with natural weapons.
I don't have to do that.
It is the first sentence I'm reading. When you hit a creature with your natural weapons while you are raging.
Oh, damn it.
You just did the opposite.
Usually it's the end of the thing that fucks us up.
Yeah. All right.
This
Like,
is I started halfway
I
through
don't
when
miss
I read the
the.
rest of
I at least don't miss the first sentence.
All right, I'll give
Your
you
Honor, I
one.
cite as evidence the first sentence in this ability. I was like, yeah, I haven't seen this one in a while.
Yeah, but you have to be raging and it has to be with a natural weapon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
interesting.
All right, never mind then.
All right, Celeste.
Celeste, she actually thinks that Frey's doing a great job out front. She doesn't feel she needs to even get up there. So she's going to take a step back next to Vlyn. Maybe she'll talk to the blue guy for a minute. Although, unlike Valravan, she can't speak whatever language. Valravan doesn't know what language it is. She'll ask him how he's doing. See if he responds.
Yeah, that makes sense. It does not.
Okay.
That'd be funny if he just turned and says, "I'm fine. How are you?" I just
know,
really
like,
hate
hey.
elves. That's all.
He's a racist. Oh.
No.
Okay.
That's how you got put in the ice.
Back in the ice with you. Alright, from here she's gonna Radiant Sunbolt. 12 may not do it. though.
Does not actually hit.
Okay.
Rare miss for our level 12 protagonist.
At least you didn't call us
Oh
heroes
my
again.
goodness.
Well, still not hitting.
She's distracted by the blue-haired skin man.
So clean. I've never seen a man emerge
So
from
pure.
ice. No, not a drop of sweat or anything. It's just Mr. Clean.
Yeah.
13
A cleaning regimen.
also does not hit. She is really
Oh
distracted.
my goodness. Alright, she feels bad about that, so she's gonna use a key point to do one more.
Celeste has the palpitations.
That's
Mhm.
right. Yeah, she's into this.
Even his robe is spotless. Like,
That's right. Oh my goodness!
all right. So
Blind firing and
for those of
staring
you
at the blue man.
listening, Chris rolled a 4, a 4, a 5, and a 1 on the attack rolls.
I'm glad Michelle's not here for this.
Yeah, that was a series of unfortunate attacks. Just
Hang on, I'm gonna
lasers
text her.
firing everywhere.
I'm just gonna text her like this is Chris is rolling horribly for you.
Laser fists going off. Ray, I need some more acid damage for our big person there. Thank you. It is very annoyed about that. And yeah, it can make an action. Doesn't seem like it wants to, though. It seems like it is intent on getting some magic for itself. Wonder what this creature would do. Would it still try to tear into Ray? Or it will lock eyes
Bring it.
with you again, Frey. Be like, get that magic for me. And I need a wisdom save from you.
Hey.
Move it out. Huzzah.
Wait, I have the Bardic Inspiration.
You sure do.
Arrgh.
Which is,
what is-
I don't remember what
what is
it is on. Right now, what level are we?
12.
What level are we? What level is it?
It's a D10.
Oh, you're saying
okay.
there's a chance. That's
Well,
actually-
I also have my special dice that I can roll as well too. Let's pull out the Friday go
Ten's a
again. That'll
lot.
be fine. Oh, all right.
Or
let
you
me
just
hear.
roll a 10 on the
Wow,
Bardic
clutch bardic inspiration there. Nice.
See, roll 20 is playing nice.
Raspberries.
It's like, let's not pull the Friday go back out.
All right, you take half psychic damage, but you do not hack away at your friend again. Curse your power of friendship. Valravn.
All right, how are these two guys looking?
Very
that I can
wounded
see.
and covered in acid.
Okay. I don't necessarily want to overkill, but let's do this. Valravn will read some words of the purple-eyed Nothic attempting to invade the mind of its enemies, found their will resolute, and his will was lacking in turn. His confidence shaken. He could not decide what to do next. Dissonant Whispers,
Dear
DC
Lord.
17 whiz save. Or he's going to drop dead from indecision. I don't know if 15 damage will do that, but... Well...
That is
15.
a fail.
15 psychic damage.
For the purple guy?
Yep. And he has to use his reaction right now to turn and run away.
It takes a full 15 psychic damage, still alive, but you can tell now it's like blood leaking out of its like eye at this point. It just like strands us. The magic! The magic!
The magic is too much for you, my friend.
So yeah, it uses its reaction to run away, which triggers an attack of opportunity from Frey. How many 19s can Frey roll? So as it turns
That
to
is an 18. Thank you very much.
oh my bad. As it turns to run, you hack it right in the back of the head.
Told you to stay out of my freaking brain.
Yeah, did say that. Combo.
Combo.
Valen is at this point she's like
She's useless. That's what she
yeah, she's like looking back at her spell book and like kind of slapping it a little bit, like something's wrong with this thing. Try to cast a chill touch at number 2. That will hit. The damage, I think it should do more than that. She's level, yeah, she gets to roll in more of those. Oh no, that was a 2d8. Oh my god, never mind. She just did 3 damage. All right.
Yeah.
Yep. I was like, that's like, clearly that was the 1d8. Nope, that was 2d8. Roll 3 damage. She's like, well, at least I hit the damn thing. Edmund.
What's that?
He's just going to Green Flame Blade number 2.
That will hit.
16 damage.
Ouch.
And
Still alive. Barely. It looks real bad.
darn. Okay.
Let's see if the acid can finish it off. Roll me some acid.
I don't think that one has
Yes.
acid.
This one
Roll
does.
some acid.
Oh no, sorry. This one, you're right. Sorry, that's not the acid one. I have a one that's around the trees. Ah! This one comes loping this direction.
Dryad.
She's in the tree. I just left her a token on there.
No.
She fucked right out of there. Edmund, they like attacking at you with the claws.
No.
For 7, technically I think your brew is concentration, your acid.
It's what do I roll for that again? Constitution saving throw?
Yep, con save, just a DC 10. Ha! And yet, acid goes away. It's got one more attack.
He saved his friend.
You did.
Yeah. For 5 slashing.
Yep.
Magic. Did save it, yeah, that one's next. And it is going to... Let's actually focus on Edmund, because Edmund's been casting the spells. Versus Frey.
Edmund offers another pair. Doesn't give it to him. He's just like dangles.
Yeah, it seems like it's wanting to kill you and take all your pairs. I'll say that.
Hmm.
I think that second one misses though. First one for 6. Thimbleweed comes out of his stupor and has a blue man. Boom.
Whoa. Where did you come from?
Paul Robin, you look weird.
Can you change color?
Won't you tell us where you're going? We must protect our blue man friend.
It cocks its head at Thimbleweed as Thimbleweed talks telepathically to it.
Clear the way for the blue man. He obviously is a lemming and will just continue going straight down any path of danger. I summon the vigilance.
That'll hit.
Yeah.
And I target you, number 4, with the hunter's mark.
Okay.
You can also do bug damage, I think.
Bug damage.
What kind of damage?
Bug damage.
Bug damage. Was that not clear enough? I don't know how that's cheat. I don't know how much it is either.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll say that. Bug damage.
I think it's something where you can re-roll a 1 or something.
He does, Piercer. If you ever do 1, which you did 1 on 2 of those things. If you ever roll a 1 on piercing damage, you can re-roll it.
Yeah.
Is hunter's mark piercing damage?
That's a good
guess-
question. I think
I think it's the same. It's the same attack, right?
Right.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so I can re-roll that 1.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll make it a 6 instead.
Yeah. And the one on the initial damage, right?
You can only do it once.
Oh, you can do it once. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, so we're at 13, 14, 15 damage.
Yeah.
That's better.
From 1 attack.
Mm,
I do think the caveat is all the extras can only happen once.
And favorite
Believe.
foe. Wait, who is this? Does he have favorite foe? Or does he change it all the time?
I
an
think
ability
it
he
changes.
has,
Yeah. Every
So I can favor this guy right now.
every foe he meets is his favorite foe.
That's right.
All right, so an extra D4.
Used to be with the old school ranger, you had to pick ahead of time, like
Pick a
character
type.
creation, to be like, I hate giants, and then
Yeah.
I did with Halfred.
That is what you did. with
yeah,
Alfred.
that's
that
true.
was the
That's
old-
true. You know that. And
Picked a couple of things.
they've updated it now, where it's like, hey, instead of having to do that, you could just make
Oh,
anything your foe.
Okay, an extra
Nice.
4. So 19
Figured-
damage
you
total.
figured out the formula that is.
I know it's
the boys'
actually
damage.
really a lot to add on there. Okay.
Extra attack.
Oh god, yeah.
I will vigilance thee again.
Ooh, yeah, that'll hit. 19. A lot of close crits.
Mhm.
12. Feels like you're almost gonna destroy this creature. With just 2 attacks. But it is...
But I think that's the extent of what he can do, though.
Yeah.
Alright, my bugs don't do anything again, do they?
I think it's all once per turn, I believe.
I think so. Yeah.
Once on each of your turns, yeah. Oh, so close. I was so close. I don't think I have anything else. I really don't think I have anything else. Oh, damn.
Frey.
Okay. Squishy, squishy, number 2. Squishy, squishy, number 2.
That'll hit.
Eh.
9 is good enough to kill. Thing was almost deadsies.
Oh, So number 4 has to roll a DC 12 con saving throw, temporarily become blinded.
Mm.
Oh wait, that's a 20?
Oh,
Oh,
Never
when
mind.
you roll a 20.
Oh, you roll a
you're
crit
on
right,
it, yeah.
okay.
Never mind.
yeah,
I
I,
didn't
forgot, I
read the
forgot all
fun
about
part.
that. I wonder how many times he's crit with this thing.
Number 4. Squishy, squishy.
That will hit.
Ray don't miss.
Ray don't miss. And that one also is cut in twain. I believe that is all of your hostile enemies.
She just points her axe at the blue one and says, "Who the hell are you?"
Yeah. Before
He
we answer
is
that,
no threat to us.
before we answer that question, we're gonna give a thank you to our sponsor for this episode. Run over to that. Hey everyone, Eric Watson here, and with this sponsored ad, I'm going to tell you about an exciting 5e adventure coming soon to Kickstarter, Escape from Undergarden, designed by JVC Perry with Benoit de Bernardi. Perry, as you may recall, is one of my favorite 5e adventure designers and has previously successfully funded 5e adventures, The Isle of the Dreaded Accursed and Shadow Under Hardflint Hall on Kickstarter. Escape from Undergarden is a level 5 through 8 adventure designed for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition that features over 50 pages of professional design, commissioned original artwork, and full color battle maps. It's a good-looking adventure, but more importantly, it's a well-designed adventure that reminds me of the gold standard for 5e adventures, The Lost Mind of Phandalin, in that it's centered around a small town with a big problem. A missing person sends the party into the surrounding woods, where a zealous group of druids imprisons trespassers within a verdant demiplane known as Undergarden. Undergarden is a miniature hex crawl, and escaping the demiplane is far harder than entering. Our heroes must solve puzzles, survive encounters, and explore several locations, such as a bear cave, a dragon's towering lair, and a miniature fairy's burrow, as they collect the seasonal keys needed to escape. Undergarden possesses a unique feature where the players can switch between the 4 seasons, which in turn alters the environment and encounters at every area and provides interesting advantages or disadvantages to combat and social encounters, or clues and solutions to puzzles. Escape from Undergarden will launch on Kickstarter on February 7th. You can follow the link in my show notes to get notified when it goes live and look for my review at the same time. All right, we are coming back, and having just defeated
Y'all stop talking about him. He's back.
I'm back. Yep. Having just defeated the Nothics, yeah, you all still see this very odd.
I'd like to cast my charm as well too. By the way.
Ooh, what's the charm? Oh, your cure wounds. Yeah.
Yeah, do it before you forget.
The fruit
Yeah.
magic.
Yes, my fruit magic.
Fruit magic.
I need to be less fruity. So Fruity Pebbles, one of the best cereals there ever made.
And I'm gonna eat another pear.
Yeah, why not?
Roll that dice. Roll that dice.
Had you eaten a
It's pear number 2.
pear number 2? Okay.
Yeah, last time he shoved them down the Nothics.
Right. Yeah.
I'm down to 4 pears if you're keeping track.
Okay. You feel some indigestion, but nothing too horrifically violent at the moment. But you definitely feel a little queasy and like kind of give it a little belch after that. But otherwise, you gain this new charm where you can cast invisibility 3 times.
So yummy.
Really?
Yeah.
Alright, how do I do mine?
I guess we need to look up the spell, don't we? Cure wounds.
At a 3rd level.
A 3rd level. No spellcast required. 3rd level version. Number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spell casting modifier.
I don't cast
on
spells.
a. Oh, that's true. That's true. Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm. Oh, it says your spellcasting ability for this is wisdom. So
It's a
it's
+0.
okay. So 1d8 plus 0. However, at a third level, it increases by 1d8 each time. So it's 3d8. So you just roll 3d8 straight up for healing.
Okay. Okay.
Whoa.
Holy
Wow.
crap! That was one good fucking pair.
I've never had a pair that good. I'll say that. I've never in my life had a pair that good.
I literally feel re-energized. That's like, yeah, a high energy pear. It's a pear smoothie with all the added protein bullshit they put in there.
The pair's been soaked in Monster Energy drink.
Monster, oh god, it's just sugar water,
Can I flap and pick some more pears?
caffeine. Yes. As you do so, the dryad reemerges, which some of you, and she kind of yelps when she sees Thimbleweed and like rushes over to another tree. Says, "Are they gone?"
Yes. We have defeated them all. You and your grove will be safe for the time being.
And keep in mind, I don't know if you recall, at the end of last session, you were actually charmed by her magically. And I don't know if
Right.
it's still on here. No, it's
To
not.
defend the grove.
Yes, to stay with her and defend the grove.
Mm.
So you feel literally magically compelled, and suggestion lasts for like 8 hours or something.
Oh no.
Yeah, compelled to stay here and help protect. He's like, yes, that's very good, thank you. These ones, are they dangerous? Do you know them?
Yes. I know them all except for that blue man.
Oh, you mean the Magian?
The who?
And you see this figure.
You two know each other?
My ex.
This is awkward.
This is very awkward.
He's like, I'm the one that put him in that ice. Who let him out?
Yeah,
He
right.
went out for cigarettes 2,000 years ago.
I hate to tell you.
Poor little chestnut tree's been waiting for him to return ever since. Maple gave up hope a long time ago.
Yeah, and you see Valin's eyes go wide. Like, what the hell? And
Oh no.
yeah,
Were you
you
an
can,
ex as well?
you can see this figure just kind of glares. If people are physically blocking his way, he'll kind of glare and actually put his hands as kind of like a shooing motion.
Oh,
Celeste
Bray
will
will
get out of the way.
100% get up in his way. Just
Varravin will say, like, my dear Frey, whichever this creature is, he is not exactly human, and his intentions, while unknown to us, seem peaceful in nature. I'd like to not start violence with it, if at all possible.
it can tell us where it's going and what the hell is going on first.
I don't know that it can actually communicate exactly.
And when you
I
kind of
said-
stay in front of it, Frey, it tries doing that shooing motion, and if you don't relent, it will kind of twitch its eyes a little bit, and you actually feel a magical effect wash over you.
Oh,
Little blue eyes will grow a little brighter.
Yeah. And I need a... Let's see.
Probably should have saved my bardic inspiration for this.
Wisdom saving throw, please.
God damn it.
Whatever, you've nailed all the... Well, except for, I guess you needed the bardic one for the last one, didn't you?
Oops, that was supposed to be the 4. Yeah.
You feel compelled to stay out of this creature's way by whatever means necessary.
I mean, technically, I'm small and it could step over me if it wanted to, because I can be in the same space as a creature larger than me.
You are
what she
magically
does.
compelled to stay out of this creature's way.
Does it mean she's magically compelled not to give it lip service?
True. It doesn't seem to care, though.
Fine.
And it just continues walking.
Alright, what do you know about him? Who is he? Where is he going? As Edmund is picking some pears.
Yeah. I think I still had nothing alive. Oh well. Now that I'm peeling back all the bodies, I think there was a live one back there. That's fine.
Oh, I do have a charm of snowballs I can throw at the back of this dude's head.
She says, yes, that's not he, it. They are, servants of Ithran,
Where is he going?
the city. Probably back to, where it's from.
Oh. We must follow him.
Not sure
No,
where.
he will walk through the front
Yeah,
door.
I'm not sure that one could have worked anywhere. It looks like, and she kind of steps out a little bit and looks at it as it's kind of walking down the tunnel. Yes, one of the Magen, one of the higher spell casters, I believe, probably worked at a perhaps one of the towers or maybe the library. Not brute guard duty like some of the others. I would advise not trying to harm it, or it can respond in kind.
What is it? Elemental? Construct?
It is created from magic. Powerful magics the masters use. Like they used for my grove.
They were able to create living beings out of magic itself. Although in this universe, it's probably not.
It does not live. It does not eat or sleep or breathe.
So it probably is more like construct. Interesting.
You know, guys, even though he might lead us to the city, that'd be too easy. We should just stay here, let him go his way, and then we'll figure out how to get to the city on our own later.
Yes, you must protect me.
What are you
There
talking
are many
about?
dangers.
There's cannibal ghosts and vampires out here, my
That's
friend.
what I'm saying.
Yes, and look at this poor defenseless dryad here, trying to protect all these pears. What if it comes? We must help her. These pears are delicious, you know.
You want to roll insight?
To what end? Do we stay here forever?
Well, as long as this grove persists.
All right, now I would like to roll insight.
It's only been here for a couple thousand years.
Yeah, exactly.
Have your no patience for it.
No, Edmund is humanoid.
Think of all the pears. We could have the pear pie, the pear juice.
Wow,
vinegar soaked pears.
Starts listing
Pear cider vinegar.
Pear tacos. On all fours, go.
Pear hummus.
But Robin, you're pretty sure Edmund is under some kind of magical effect. And
I really think we should stay here, guys.
Edmund probably keeps glancing back at the dryad for reassurance, and she's like nodding along.
I've had a couple of these pears, and they are delicious. You start getting a little queasy after 2, and my observations from having 3 makes you a little sick to the stomach, but nothing I can't take care of with my lesser restoration.
What did you do to our friends, little forest spirit? I've seen your kind before. You are tricksy, you are.
You have a very thick accent.
Feywild, dear.
Aye. This one needs to help protect. He ate of my fruit.
Yes. Look at the other. I know what's going on here. I've seen these types of shenanigans many times in the Feywild. These creatures can't be trusted. All
There's
sorts
nothing
of
between
charming
us.
magics.
That's what you're insinuating. All
Yeah,
right?
she backs up and says, "Is that one going to be a trouble?"
Yes.
The caves of PvP is what these are.
Do I need to hit him to see if it pops him out of
very
it?
quickly, write a few words about. He'll say, as Edmund looked upon the face of his friend, he recognized the foolish charm that had been placed upon him by the dryad.
Nothing against you, Valravn. But I just feel that we should take all these pears and run.
There he is. There he is.
She's nodding and says, "Wait, what?"
Quickly before she charms another one of us.
What is that thing?
You know what? You know what? Actually, when you cast that spell, when
Yeah.
you're saying at it,
She's gonna counter.
she's gonna fucking counterspell your ass.
Oh shit! You wish to duel with me, Dryad. I know your games.
This is going to be a problem, Edmund. And I'm gonna ask for
just
some
realized
initiative.
The potential of this
Oh,
grove.
come on. I told you all, Dryad. They're the worst.
But Robin has a sordid backstory I think we're gonna hear with the
That's right. He got dumped by a Dryad when he was like 100 years old or
You
something.
ended up spending all your money like it left you destitute afterwards. Like a dryad was part of the
paid for
scheme.
her to go through medical school. And the instant she's out, where am I?
There was no Oak Leaf University. It was just the fucking tree down the way.
Yep, that's right. All right, fine. That was a whole spell slot. Which, did she actually do it? It's a 3rd level spell. Is she able to just counter it?
She is. She's able to cast Counterspell. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, the rest of you, obviously, we can all roll for initiative, but it is totally up to you how you want to handle this situation. But it does appear that Edmund is somewhat ensorcelled.
Yeah. We also need to keep an eye on that blue man, the blue magic man.
Yeah, he is not stopped.
Right.
He just keeps heading down there. All right.
It's all of us. Yep.
Everybody? I guess.
All right.
All right. Celeste gets to react first to what's
Poor
happening.
Celeste, she wouldn't want to.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you don't know.
Yeah, she wouldn't want to be in on this.
Yeah. Maybe she'll go keep up with the blue man.
Okay.
Y'all figure this out. I'm
Yeah,
gonna follow him.
exactly. Which she could just keep up with him. Which actually, that's not her full action. So as her action, she's going to. I don't know if I can ready in a movement. Can you ready movement? To say I'm going to ready the dash action to follow him, but I don't know if you can do that or not.
I don't know actually. Ready.
Can you ready movement? Let's see.
Yeah,
Let's
I mean,
see
you
if
can
it's
ready an
in-
action. You could take the dash action. That's an interesting one. I don't think has that never come up before. When a ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to ready my ability to run away.
Yeah, I mean, you could ready to chase after him or track him, I guess. I don't know. You could ready to use the rest of your movement to follow him.
I mean, she
Yeah,
also has a
that's-
lot more
that's
movement than that. That I will say that you've never seen this thing dash before. It's just been using basic movement, and she's got like a mountain of movement. So
Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, she'll still do it. She'll still use her reaction or her her reaction to when he moves away. She'll just use her dash action to follow him.
okay.
I'm seeing. So I'm not seeing a definitive ruling, but I'm seeing answers that seem to be leaning towards yes.
Okay.
As long as you're using the dash action.
Sound good. Edmund currently still ensorcelled, and your instructions were to protect the grove and the
Look,
dryad.
Valravn, I got nothing against you, and I don't want to hurt you. But I just choose to stay here and protect the grove. And only the grove. If you were to hurt the grove, I would have to hurt you back.
We don't want to hurt your grove, my friend.
Because these pears are delicious, and we must protect the grove and the pears.
Yes, yes, I understand what's happening here.
So as long as you don't hurt the groves or myself, I suppose, I have no need to hurt you. I will just stay here and enjoy eating pears for the rest of my life.
Try to talk you out of it, but I know there's no use.
Now you may ready an
This
action,
dryad.
Edmund, if you would like to.
Oh, yeah.
I will use my action to attack anyone who attacks the grove.
The dryad says, too dangerous. You're too dangerous. They can't take you from me. I have been alone for so long. I will not be alone anymore. And she will... Okay. Well, we can't do... Suggestion is concentration. Ugh, that's a bummer.
Gotta hold him in place. Gotta
Yeah,
hold
that
this-
is a
hold this
bummer.
flag over him.
That limits what she can do.
Look, I am not looking for companionship, all right? I just plan to study the trees, the pears.
Even suggestion
Understand.
can't make,
We will
can't
have-
make him
We will have lots of time together to form.
figure it
Nope.
out.
Yeah.
I'm going to spend my time creating a recipe book for the purple pear.
She will use her tree stride ability to basically hop in. You see her kind of merge into a tree, and not sure where she appears there, but she kind of whispers something to the tree, and you see the tree's limbs start to creak and shake a little bit. Says, "Do not come any closer."
Just that one tree.
Yes, particularly that one tree. And we go to Frey.
That's me. So she's gonna turn to Volrovin and be like, "Do I just need to hit him to get this taken care of?"
Not yet. But in a moment, we might want to run off with him. This is a magical duel you're seeing at the moment. But once Edmund is free from her charm, we will need to leave this place as quickly as possible, lest this tricksy dryad have her fingers in his brain some more.
You're assuming you'll be able to break the charm.
I am assuming I am able to break the charm, yes.
Didn't you already try that shit?
I have other tricks. I have as many tricks as a dryad, in fact.
I learned them from a dryad. In
That's
fact.
right.
Never again.
Suggest that as soon as Edmund is cured of his current illness, that we extricate ourselves in the direction of that blue gentleman creature.
So I would like to ready a command word.
What's up, man?
Yep. The cake's now finally getting to me now.
That's right. It comes for us all eventually.
And she'll look at Valorant and be like, "Alright, you better get this right the first time." And she'll just open her bag and pull out the little glowy orb and wait to see that Edmund has had his charm broken, and then she'll cast the command word for Orb of Silence. So they won't be able to talk to him and do it again.
Ah!
It's the orb that she uses when everyone goes to sleep at night in the hut. She turns it on so that way Valrovin can't just talk and keep everybody awake. But he
The only way they
thinks,
get to sleep.
yeah, he thinks it works, and everyone just gets quiet and gets to go to sleep.
Are you readying this or just putting it?
I'm gonna ready it.
Okay.
For when Edmund comes out of his stupor.
Everybody's
Yeah.
having to just prepare.
Yeah.
She's just gonna walk up to Edmund or get close to Edmund Be like-
Yep, good.
Calm down, Edmund. Calm down.
No one's gonna hurt you.
I mean no hostilities. I am only here to protect the trees.
What?
Just
She'll just be like,
leave.
show me something good on the tree.
He shows her a pear.
Okay.
This pear is great.
You had one. Wasn't it delicious?
It was okay.
You
it
even
could have been a little riper.
you cured
Oh,
some of
come
your
on.
wounds.
You literally have the best pair of your life, don't lie. That was the
Healed
best.
22 damage.
Literally the best pair you've ever had in your life.
It's okay.
Felt better than a mid-level cleric healing you.
I mean, Frey, if you'd like to join me in protecting and watching the grove, you can have as many ripe pears as you'd like.
After
In
don't-
maybe
gambling.
10, 50 years, you'd have a very ripe pear.
You know, I don't like taking orders from a tree.
Tree? We're not taking orders from a tree.
You're taking orders from a tree.
What are you talking about? Look at this wonderful marvel here. Trees growing where there's no sunshine. Pears that
Exactly.
give you magical abilities.
Uh-huh. I'm still not going to take orders from a tree.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's
Listen,
There's a
Oral
need.
would not like it. I can tell you that much right now.
Did you see those monsters? There could be more. We have to protect the trees.
I mean,
Can't be
you're not
reasonable,
wrong.
my dear.
You're not
don't
wrong
don't
on that
listen
one.
to him. Now you're on the dryad side. You're all against me.
This is
You
how
want, me
it
to go,
starts.
you want me to go ahead and go Robin and shut him up? I'm pretty sure I
This
could
is
take
just
him down.
what
and
like
shit.
happened last time. I lost all my friends. They all joined her side.
This is why I had to leave the Feywild, in fact.
One of the reasons I'm not allowed to go back.
Now, Robin, none of us are asking you to stay, alright? Just leave me and Frey here with the grove.
Hey,
And you-
do not include me in this shit.
Suddenly Frank's standing on the other side. I don't know, I'm over here.
I am not asking you to do anything. Just leave me be to live my life protecting these trees. Alright, you do whatever you want, the blue man, and I'll find that city some other day. I've got time.
I'm just gonna
All right,
take out-
Edmund.
just a little piece of Chardolin that I have. I have a couple little tidbits. I don't ever use them. But I have a nice shiny Chardolin dagger that I keep in my boot. And be like, I guess you don't do this anymore.
You see him kind of strain. No, my life's purpose has changed to these pears and this grove.
Ah, ah.
Purpose has changed to pears.
She pulls out the Chardolin crown from her bag and puts it on top of the dagger. I guess you don't do it this one either.
I'm not sure why you're showing me your equipment, Frey. But
Because I don't need this shit, so if you don't want it, I'm gonna go throw it down that freaking river asshole.
go ahead. I don't need more Chardolin. I just need pears and trees.
Just need pears and trees.
Now you know he's deep in it. Now,
He's
now
deep
in
you
it.
see.
Yeah.
That
Alright.
that was really a test to see his resolve.
Frey, you can have a point of inspiration for testing him with Chardolin.
The movie's like, I don't know what is happening here, but I don't know how good of a tracker Celeste is.
He can keep up.
Her main job is just to keep up.
Shoot, I lost track of how much he moved. 5,
It's
10,
fine.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I guess he'll also ready his action to dash after the man.
Okay. Valen will also just defer to Valravn and say, well, I assume you're on the same boat I am, that this fey creature has ensorcelled our friend.
Exactly.
I
I have it in hand, I believe.
Oh, great. You have a plan. Fantastic. Would prefer not to have to kill anything else. Feel like we're
You
close.
can't kill anything to begin with.
Yes,
That's fair.
it's fair. Exactly. That's why I don't want to get into another fight.
You're worse than that nag that Volravin has.
She will, she'll actually just stay by Volravin for a moment. And we finally go to Volravin.
Alright.
What is the plan?
Well, now I'm like reading. Once again, now I'm reading spell descriptions. The spell. Okay, so Volravin recognizes what's happening. Because he has this magic too. So he recognizes the kind of magic she's using. It doesn't explicitly say that suggestion is charming, but it does say that if they're immune to charm, they're immune to the effect.
That's what I'm seeing too, yeah. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to the effect.
Okay, so I think what I'm about to do will still work. So, but you should tell me if I'm wrong.
Well, somebody can Google search, because that's usually how we figure out our answers.
Yeah,
if it's
true.
an edge case.
I am
So we'll
ready
find
for
out.
Google search.
So first, Volravin will write some words and look at Edmund deeply as he does, and say, Edmund searched his heart and could find naught but the dryad's influence. And yet the sight of his friends in consternation at his condition somehow unnerved him, drew a splinter into the magic that was holding him. And Volravin's going to do some unsettling words on his teammate.
Oh, we knew it was going to come to that. That was on the long-term bingo card right there. How long before he unsettles a teammate?
And as he saw Volravin write in his book of the magics that ensorcelled him, his mind calmed, his heart steadied, and he became calm.
Another column
So
motions.
this is where we have to look it up, because
Okay.
it's not technically, because suggestion doesn't say it's a charm. But it does say that if you're immune to charm, it doesn't have an effect. And this spell suppresses any effect causing a target to be charmed or frightened. So he would be immune to charm, by my logic.
All right, chat, help us out. We're going to look it up, but calm emotions versus suggestion, I think is what we're trying to figure out. This is a fascinating edge case. Because I like where you're at. You have to suppress strong emotions in a group of people. The creature fails its saving throw. Choose one of the following two effects. You can suppress any effect causing a target to be charmed or frightened.
I mean, when you look up suggestion, it says creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm focusing on in terms
Yeah.
of my attempt here.
Which is a good... I mean, I may have to make a ruling, but...
I'm trying to look it up, but it's not immediately. Chairperson's first level spell suggestion is second. Is possibly more powerful than calm emotions. That's really makes them do something new.
Seen one good use of it so far already.
Mm-hmm. I'm not saying a definitive answer, so it may lay to you to just decide.
Okay. I will... Well, first... Edmund has to actually make a saving...
Yes, he does.
Has
Yes,
to make
he
a
does,
charisma
yes.
save.
Now, when would I attack you? Because I've got my ready to action.
Ooh.
I'm not. Yeah, it's a good question. I'm not attacking the grove.
Not attacking the
necessarily.
grove, but he is technically doing
Well-
something to you.
But
Right,
his
I
ready to
see the
action
grove on
was
myself.
specific attacking the grove.
No,
I want
I,
to get semantics here.
yeah, I said I would ready for anyone trying to attack the grove or myself. I don't know if you
I
can.
mean, yeah.
So is suggestion an effect?
a
It's
magical
an
spell,
ongoing
yeah.
concentration spell.
Kind of like the fear spell or something?
Kind of.
Yes. with unsettling words, you haven't done anything to me, and calm emotions. I suppose if I save against it, then I would attack you. How about that? Because I see you trying to do something to me, and
Right.
if I save and it didn't work, then
And you're still gonna be
would-
and it.
That's true. Then you would still be under the effect. Yeah.
All right. So charisma saving throw.
Yep.
Do I want to be saved or not?
You're.
You would try to
Unsettled.
definitely make this to the best of your ability.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that
here
much.
We go. Charisma -1. Ooh.
All right. Well, you can roll the -10 if you want, but it's not gonna matter.
Oh, you got a -10 in there too, huh? Wait. Oh, it's a D10.
You
There's
got
a
the
D10.
unsettling
minus
words.
D10.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use
That's
my
why I wanted to
inspiration
make sure. Oh, great.
to roll that again. Oh,
Oh, come on.
shit.
Well, minus D10.
Yeah.
Minus a D10, you're still not gonna make unless you roll a 1.
That's true.
Then you're
A 19 is great, but Valravn has a DC of 17, and the unsettling words
I
might
did get a crit though.
prove clutch here. Oh, that does count as the
Alright.
crit machine, though. You're right.
Yeah.
Here we go. 1d10.
You have
One
to roll
and two,
basically a
you're-
1 or a 2.
1 and
Yeah.
2, you're still in it.
Ah.
So unsettled.
Yeah. So that is a 16, so it just... Or sorry, 15. So the calm emotions, if we're ruling this correct, which I think I just have to make a ruling for this, that you are currently suppressing the suggestion effect, at least
is
for as
true
long
also.
as you concentrate on it.
Yeah, it's also true, Sylvan. It is an AoE thing I'm doing. It's not just him. It's like everybody in the area.
Oh, that's true. Each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere you choose. So that means Frey has to make it. Frey has to make a charisma save at the very least. 20-foot radius sphere.
But I mean, she could choose to fail. I mean, it's not like I'm,
If you're casting a
attacking
spell
her.
and she tells it, I would imagine she would try to
Oh,
succeed
she
against
might.
it.
Yeah.
Charisma?
I'm trying to save you from being charmed, my dear.
Yeah, I'm sure she'll appreciate that. You are calmed.
Wait a minute. What's the save DC? 17?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so tempting to use one of my special dice and see what happens.
Dear
Like the
Lord.
situation further.
I won't do it.
In fact, is she a humanoid?
Is she?
No, she's not. She's Fae.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess Valen would technically be caught in that too. But...
I doubt she'd fight me.
no, and I'm not going to bother because she's not going to be. Her emotions are already pretty calm. So yeah, at the moment, that effect seems to have worked. Edmund, you feel yourself temporarily suppressed from that. So you're kind of waking up from that feeling.
Weapon lowers.
Time to get out of here, friends.
What happened? I heard the words I was saying, but I don't know why I was saying it.
It's that
I mean-
damn dryad woman over there. She had you ensorcelled.
Yes, but I have a feeling that her effect will last longer than your effect.
Oh. That's...
Yours lasts for a minute. Hers lasts for 8 hours.
Oh, shit. Okay. That's actually... that's problematic. I didn't think about that. Okay, hold on. Let's get out of here first, and then I can dispel it. Let's leave this area, and then I can just permanently take care of it.
Yeah, so Frey's gonna turn on her orb, so that way there's no more talking from the dryad. And she's just grabbing Edmund's shirt and just yanking him.
To hit her.
We're still in combat currently. So, Valravn, you cast Calm Emotions as your action.
Yep.
You still have movement.
But
Otherwise,
this was Frey's ready to action though.
This
right?
is my ready to action.
Oh,
Was to
okay.
put-
Well,
I cast-
what was your trigger for
My-
that? Sorry,
was as soon as I noticed Edmund was out of
was
the...
out of it.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
I shut down all talk.
Orb of silence and get the hell out of there.
Mhm.
We just need to hit her.
Orb of Silence. Okay, so currently nobody can speak or presumably cast verbal spells.
A 10-foot radius around me.
Okay.
All right, and Valravn will end his turn by just turning to the dryad and say, "We will be leaving now, madam. No more of your
It's silent.
You're in the orb of silence. Don't
Oh,
just
I
let
am.
him.
How
Just
big
let him
is it?
go. Just let him. Just let him go.
How big? How big is this orb?
The 10-foot radius around
Oh,
me.
yeah, I am in it. Oh, all right. Well, Barova talks like a solid 30 seconds. Wait, wait. What? Okay, fine.
Nice. He has this intricate plan laid out.
Yeah.
Everybody gives like a thumbs up.
Edmund looks down and just sees Spray pointing. Like,
Yeah. We can just have Celeste following
Yeah.
Blue Man. Edmund, you feel temporarily snapped out of it. You are also in a zone of silence.
And you said the dryad has merged into the tree?
The dryad you saw step into a tree and seemingly kind of disappear from view. I think let's see. You can kind of see she just kind of stepped into a tree through like some cracks in the walls, and she looks increasingly concerned about what's happening.
I'm going to step here outside of the silent zone
Okay.
and just cast a little flaming sphere
Hmm.
right by the tree.
She drew his ire.
Okay. Summoning a. Wait, that's the like ongoing ball, right?
Fireball, yeah.
Okay.
Now Valravan's got his hands in his head because he was trying to get out of here non-violently, but now he's just like, fuck it. Okay.
Do you hear the dryad shriek? Says, "What? No! What are you doing? You're supposed to
We don't
protect
hear
the
it. I ran
grove."
back into the zone of silence. I don't hear her shrieking.
That's true. If you go back into the zone, you definitely see her freaking out. Oh, how dare you!
And then he's just gonna run away.
Okay.
And what's my description here? So I did the sphere, and I'm gonna use my bonus action to ram the sphere into the tree.
Oh shit! Edmund does not like.
Yeah. This is what
Damn.
happened when a dryad messes with you. It screws up your head.
It really, yeah, it really does.
You do things you never thought you'd do.
Hell hath no fury here. All right, you slam it into the tree, and again, shrieking from the dryad, angry cries, and that tree's pears start to like catch on fire. No, no! There's danger! There's more danger! And,
Does that break her concentration?
Technically, you're ramming into
I
the
would think
tree
so.
specifically, so technically no. But she is very much panicking about it, and she does seem distracted.
I thought if she merged, she would take damage, but
Not necessarily. You know what? I'm gonna give her. I'll go halfway. I'm gonna give her. I'm gonna trigger the con save with advantage for her, and so they may actually lose concentration because what you're doing is definitely fucking her up. It's just gonna be a DC 10. Does manage to hang on to it. However, her shrieks seem to have, in real danger. One of these trees, literally, Edmund, a large branch comes and swipes at you.
oh,
Ouch.
Yeah, for 16 bludgeoning damage. And it does so again with another giant branch that comes crashing down with a 10-foot reach. For 19 bludgeoning damage. Now you gotta make concentration for the flaming sphere.
oh shoot, you're right.
Twice, technically.
The con save.
Yeah. Oh, wow, look at that. And another one to add to the crit pile.
Yeah.
Valen leans over to you. Was this part of the plan, then, to have Edmund try to burn the bloody grove down?
My dear, I can never plan for Edmund. That's just beyond my skills.
Oh man. She will once again use her tree stride ability, and this time she kind of reaches into the tree almost, even though your eyes think that's impossible, and pulls out a long staff and reaches in, and the tree produces a arrow-like splinter, and she just kind of forms a bow in her hands and aims it at you, Valravn.
Me?
You, because you ensorcelled her. Ah.
No, 13 does not hit.
15, one more. Oh no, she's like, ah! Screams loudly.
Listen, the last dryad I encountered that I had a very bad time with, it did not end in violence. I will say that. This has gotten out of hand.
Oh, we see it.
Frey.
You're still in silence.
Just talking. He's just moving his hands. He's just making no noise.
All right. Can I see where the dryad is?
Still some time in the MVPC poll for folks who are going to vote.
So, where's the dryad?
You last saw the dryad shoot from this direction. She seems to be like hopping in and out of the trees.
Okay. Alright, I didn't want to have to do this. Look what you're making me do.
It's just escalated slowly and gradually.
Yeah, exactly.
It really escalated.
Series of escalations.
Alright, we're gonna turn the orb off, even though she much prefers Valravn this way.
Yeah.
Come down here. She's up there. I mean, I could go up there and just hit her if she's still in the tree.
That was last place you saw her.
Yeah. I mean, she goes right before me, so she'd still have to be in the tree.
Because your flame sphere is still over there too, Edmund, somewhere.
Alright, so Edmund's thing ends if we hit her. Because it's concentration.
What I've been trying to tell you guys.
Right. If you can break her concentration, it is a concentration spell.
Alright, going up. 5, 10, 15. I'm guessing I see her just hugging the tree.
Yep. Yeah.
Frey will look at her and be like, look, this ends one of two ways. One, you let our friend go. We go about our merry way and you get to keep your grove. The other way, I kill you. Your grove dies. Which do you prefer?
I should mention she has been speaking Elvish this whole time.
Frey doesn't care.
And doesn't, yeah, she looks at you with terrified eyes and not understanding the specific words you're saying, but clearly understanding the meaning of you approaching with axe in hand with a very meaningful gait. And she looks like in full-on, like, panic, like fear bite mode at this point.
Calm down. All right. If you want to do this,
You think Calm might have left the building when the flaming sphere got summoned in here, I think.
Edmund, turn off the damn sphere. All right. Well, I'm going to hit her then.
Okay.
It's sweet, sweet advantage. 27 should hit her.
Does indeed.
Oh, crap damage, but
Right.
make your save.
Yep. Maintains. 3 will hit.
14 more damage.
14 damage. Another save. Oh no, that
Dang.
one. She totally trips up. You really catch her, and she kind of blinks. And Edmund, you technically don't feel any different because calm emotions is still over you. But
See, Frey's very calm about all of this. She doesn't care either way.
that's true.
There's
That's true.
no emotion.
Your emotions are very calm, but I'll allow you
Yeah.
calmly swinging your axe.
No, there's no. She doesn't care either way. Like
Yeah.
we're leaving
Achieving a
one way
goal,
or
yeah.
another.
Yeah.
Either you let him go and we just leave, or we kill you and burn your forest down and we leave.
Mhm.
It matters not to Frey
Her
which
calm
path
emotion
we
turns
go.
into sociopath. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
real
She
quick.
doesn't.
She gives zero shits which path we take. It's completely the Dryad's choice.
Mm-hmm.
And like when I see that I get her, she flinches. I'll be like, "Who speaks Elvish besides Volrovin?"
Or starting to raise his hand. Lifts his hand.
That's you.
Belen, I believe, does, and she cast a spell that allowed Edmund to speak it.
He doesn't
Berlin.
realize he's speaking Elvish, so he's not going to raise his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Berlin, translate. We're leaving. You keep trees. We go.
Okay. Yeah, Belen just says, all right. No, if, speaking to Faye ever
Translate.
gets us anything, but,
Tell her that, and tell her if she doesn't agree, I'll hit her again.
yes, that should be, very well. Frey, go ahead and roll, I'll let you actually roll an intimidation check, and you may use strength. Strength intimidation.
How the hell do I do that?
So essentially, you would roll your strength check, and if you're proficient in intimidation, you can add your proficiency bonus.
I am actually proficient in intimidation. So so I hit the strength button, right? Not the saving throw.
Right, and then add whatever your...
Plus 4. 19 plus 4.
It's alright.
Okay.
Wait, I don't know why that rolled with advantage. I mean, let's be honest here.
Ooh, but...
Wow.
Damn! She actually stood...
Hey, I have a 23. She's got a 22. Do the math, honey.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't mean to roll with advantage.
Yeah.
Dude, I wasn't gonna call it out, Christopher.
Sorry, I thought I heard you say it.
Oh, I got some cockamamie rules now, eh? Yeah, because even with the 9 plus the 4...
Would have been a 23.
But you don't think you had advantage, right? We determined? Don't recall giving advantage.
Fine, I'll use my freaking inspiration and take the 19. Rolled it twice.
Yeah. Alright, I'll allow it. That's a little stretchy.
Okay, got the
You can
23.
roll it again if you really wanted to. I feel like
Yeah.
the odds of her succeeding are pretty solid. Well, I don't know,
Yeah.
actually, with the 22.
I will roll it again. If it,
Alright,
if it
I would feel
make
better
you
about that.
happy.
Usually we have to declare it before you roll.
Oh, damn it, never mind.
jeez. I should have just let her
The plus 6.
Damn.
This is your fault, Christopher.
Yeah.
I can't, yeah.
Yeah, despite Valen's, and maybe you could probably blame it on Valen's translations, but the
Oh, I
dryad, the dryad like steels herself and says, "No, I will not be bullied anymore. Too many monsters, too many creatures trying to destroy the grove, and now you are worst of all. That you are different, but you are not.
I just want to leave.
At least the other ones look like monsters. You're just monsters on the inside."
Oh, you want to see a monster, do you? I would like to roll one of my special dice
See?
to try to
This
up
is-
my score.
This is what the dryads do! They cut you to the core!
Rama's like crying over there as all this trauma like comes
You
back
have
up.
flashbacks? Like,
Yeah.
So my special die allow me to know whether or not I'm going to make the save first before rolling it. I'd still like to roll one of them.
Or
I'm just going to see if it ups my score. You know, I just need it to go up by 1. She wants to see a monster. Gray is
I-
more than
I-
willing to attempt to become the monster.
I think we already played out this scene. I'm gonna have to deny you the ability to up this one now, because I think we've already
Alright.
determined the results of this one.
Alright. I'll wait till my next turn.
All right. If you wanted to call back Thimbleweed and Celeste, you feel like they would be charging. When's the end of the initiative? Would be after Valravn. But what they can see is this tunnel continues as a tunnel for just a winding distance. But you do note that they called it a Magen, just does keep on going down. Just does not seem to give a fuck about anything else.
Then Bowie's gonna keep trying to talk to him telepathically.
Okay.
Be like, Sir, blue man. Blue thing. Blue mannequin. And that just continues as they're walking down the path.
Yeah. With to no avail. Bolin says, "Finally, this I can handle." And she strides over to where Edmund is like, "Edmund, you look like shit. But at least you are yourself now, yes?"
Yes, I feel good. I feel like we should leave this grove.
I agree, but perhaps we can show them our strength. And she will cast Blight on the tree.
Oh, Lord.
And I should have done show description. But Blight against plants, they have disadvantage. 'Cause it's literally like
Jeez Louise.
deteriorating the plant.
Where has this spell been the entire... Well, I guess we've been fighting a bunch of undead.
Yeah, exactly. She's like overjoyed, like finally something that I can deal necrotic damage to. It says if you target. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and. All right, I can do it this way. There we go.
Yeah.
If you target a plant, creature, or a magical plant, it makes the saving throw with disadvantage, and the spell deals max damage to it. So that's not even the true damage.
That's
It just
not the
straight up
damage,
deals
yeah.
max damage, and has disadvantage. So I can fuck a plant real good. Because you know what? Fuck
never
the
saw the
Fae
side of you.
and fuck these plants. I'm with you, Valravn. This is why I hang out with skeletons. So that is a con save at disadvantage.
8d8 is 64? Is
Yeah,
that
this thing
right?
does have a pretty good con save.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It does make the save. Yeah, it's hardy as hell.
That's still half of the max damage.
It is a
that
half
right?
damage? Okay. So
Well,
yeah.
hold on. I didn't see.
No, I think it's only that.
No, I think it says it makes the saving throw with disadvantage. The spell deals max damage to it. Oh, if it does, yeah, you're right. Well, but maybe it would deal max damage if you target a plant, creature, or magical plant. I think the spell deals max damage anyway.
Right.
You get half on a successful save, so yeah, it's still 32.
It'll be 32 damage. Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
actually less damage. Weirdly enough.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's like damn it, that thing's big. And yeah, you see like several branches on it wither. Perhaps egress is not a bad move after all. She starts heading down the tunnel.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for that.
It might have just pissed it off a little bit more. All right, Valravn.
All right. There she is. All right, Valravn's still not done with it. Even though this has devolved into more violence than he intended, he's still
Half your
not done
party
with
has just
his...
left.
Yeah, that's true. And half of them are gone. Other half of them turned to violence. He's still like very set on like this being a magical duel between him and the dryad.
Yeah.
Like there's some like point of pride in this for him.
I am the enchanter here.
Yeah.
And she cast that counter spell. It's
Yeah,
on.
right.
Yeah, apparently so.
Exactly. So he is going to, I don't know how many of those she's got, but hopefully not.
It's still the same round until the end of your turn, I believe, because I've been paying attention.
yeah.
And technically, everybody only has one reaction.
Okay. He is going to begin just angrily writing words in big script at her.
Angry.
The
Rabbit.
dryad, whose kin had so betrayed the Grand Valravn in the past, now saw her folly and saw the violence that it would bring her, and the thought brought her such unsettling thoughts. And he is going to unsettling words her.
Oh no.
For she saw that Valravn himself was capable of magics equal to her own, and that he may suggest to her that she retreat into her trees and hold her grove in passivity until the heroes of this story were long gone. And he is going to attempt to suggest her.
Oh man, suggesting the suggester. That's brutal. Alright, yeah, so she can't counterspell because she already spent her reaction counterspelling her original one. Straight up whiz save with...
He's using all the remainder of his spell slots on this bullshit to try and find.
Well, Unsettling Words is going to come into play again.
Yeah, it is.
With a 20 on the save.
Holy shit. Once again, if she rolls a 1 or a 2, she's... Or a 3, actually.
Yeah, but you got a
She's
D10.
okay. It's a D10, yeah.
I'll let you do the honors.
Okay. There we go.
Wow, that Unsettling is so powerful.
Yeah. It's a 12.
Yeah, alright, because of your speech really gets to her and she gets shaken. Alright, so you told her to...
Retreat into her tree and hold her grove... I forget how I phrased it.
It's very important how you phrase it.
Yeah. He told her to retreat into her trees and hold her grove in passivity until the heroes were long gone.
Okay. The only issue I see is that you said it can't do obviously harmful acts, and there's currently a flaming sphere next to one of her trees.
Is that not gone? I thought that was...
As far as I know, Edmund still has that up. He rolled heroically well for his Constitution saves.
Oh.
You do feel like there may be some conflict there. But
She could go into a tree that's not on fire.
she could. But you don't know how the dryad works in terms of connection and taking damage and all that, so...
Well, Celeste and Edmund are going to go next, so Valram can just turn to them and say, like, it's time to leave, friends. We've had our fun here.
Yeah.
He succeeded. He's happy.
That's right. That's right. He beat her. He's
I mean,
he's ready
what I'm
go.
trying to say is if Edmund wants to turn off the flaming sphere, this would be probably a very safe move to do. But if it's still on, then it would get really tricky with how she would react.
I mean, if you tell me to turn it off.
Yeah. He'll say to Edmund, like, have you had your vengeance at being ensorcelled by the dryad? I know how it feels. I really do.
We can join a support group.
That's right.
Spurned by dryad.
Yeah, I can turn it off.
Let's just leave.
So you've been ensorcelled by a dryad.
That's right.
We meet every Tuesday at the Waffle House.
That's right. All right, let's get out of here.
Let's get the fuck out of here. Alright, so if Edmund turns the flaming
Yet
sphere
another
off...
person we're leaving just in bitterness towards us. The dragons and mammoths and now a dryad grove.
No, I thought the mammoth was happy in the end. I don't remember.
Well, in the end, but before that.
Oh, before that, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's fair. You have left probably more enemies than friends behind, for being honest. But yeah, she seems magically compelled. She kind of, that snarl and vicious, combination of fear and anger seems to have kind of washed over her as she still feels a lot of those emotions, but she also feels that just hiding in her tree is the more prudent thing to do. So Frey, you just see her meld into one of her trees and doesn't come back out. And you see the other tree still looks stock still, and ready to attack, but it seems to be not. It's also just kind of holding position at the moment. It doesn't seem to be. It kind of looking around and acting more defensive than offensive, I guess. So at the moment, if nobody feels like you are going to make an offensive move on the grove, it does feel like this has effectively shut down the combat encounter.
I agree.
Time to go.
Yeah, Blinn says, all right, fine, good, let's get the hell out of here.
As we leave, the dryad kind of whispers out, "Now, Robin, you were the first one I ever loved."
It can't be the same one, can it?
Typical of our Robin, he doesn't remember.
He doesn't
That's
remember.
right. It's just become a story. He doesn't actually remember her that well. He just remembers the story.
Yep.
They're flipping back through his books.
It's just a bunch of ripped out pages, and they're like, oh. Angrily rip them up. Yeah, if you all want, you can haul ass down this tunnel, and you realize it goes for a long way, and you feel yourself descending down, 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 deeper and deeper into this just long, long tunnel.
The boy left some good tracking marks so everybody knows where to go.
Yeah.
There's just big arrows in the snow.
And after and meanwhile the Magen just keeps going, and yeah, they're like a little bit ahead, and you guys could technically, if you wanted to like rush after them, you could, or you could just kind of leisurely follow behind Thimbleweed and Celeste. And eventually, after almost a mile, and again, stop me if you guys want to stop or something, but it goes for a while.
This creature's just not hauling ass, but just walking.
It's just moving, yeah, like normal. It doesn't seem to tire anything. It's just singularly like moving at a normal pace. The tunnel opens into a vast cavern enclosed by gleaming ice. Consigned to this frozen sepulcher is a fantastic city, sculpted by ancient magic and illuminated in flickering green and purple lights that shed no warmth. The city is slightly tilted, its spires leaning away from you as though recoiling from your presence. A large central spire glows with an angry light. There, cries Valen, pointing toward its roots, and a large ball of energy grows and contracts, glowing and fading. It says, the Mythalar! And as you watch, you can see it contort, and a spark of energy pops out of it, and you feel an odd popping sensation, and then you witness deep in the distance in the city, a tear in reality appears in the city, and then after a moment it winks out as if it were never there. And Valen says, something's wrong. Perhaps damaged or malfunctioning.
What is that? What is that?
Mythalar, and Ben, you'd probably have read up on this too. Very powerful ancient artifacts that were said to power the actual Grand Netherese flying cities.
Now malfunctioning.
Did not even expect it to still be operational. And you all find yourselves on a large causeway of ice that stretches toward the city that lays out before you. And she says, perhaps a long rest is in order. It's some prudent measure.
Feel like we're in a safe place. Yes, please.
I will at least tease the next area as we get ready to...
Oh.
Hello, the lost city of Ithrin.
It's a big old UFO city.
Yes, indeed. And you all are literally right here. You can see the central spire and what they identified as the Mythalar here. But yeah, she definitely says, perhaps we can find a safe space to long rest. I have another tiny hut we can employ. Hopefully that vampire creature won't reach this far. And even as you see that, you can occasionally see shadows lurking and darting around the city itself, though.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
We should do that before we go in there, then.
Indeed, because I believe once we long rest, you guys will level up again.
Oh.
Yeah. So we will schedule a long rest at the beginning of next session, and please have the next level prepared. Level 13.
13. 13.
We're at the adolescent age of D&D.
Yeah.
That's right.
Edmund, you were the MVPC. Thank you for your amazing role playing with being
Role-played the hell out of me.
mentally I loved it, man. It was great. It was fucking awesome. I feel like the standout stuff in this campaign have been like some like near or literal PvP moments, which is a hard thing to pull off in D&D. Find a potion of resistance.
Radiant resistance. You get some anti-bleach.
Anti-bleach, yeah.
Yeah. That's only when you saw if I PvP against Celeste.
That's true.
Right.
That could happen. You do note that Magen just keeps on going. However, it doesn't seem to stop and just kind of walking in the city. So you would note that if you were to long rest, it would just keep on going.
Okay. Is he leaving any kind of tracks that we might be able to follow later? or anything like that?
You don't know if it would leave any tracks. You could certainly try to do something to. I was trying to think of, like, tagging him like you would a creature or something.
Right,
Although the
yeah,
dryad did
like,
warn you that if
Do
you
we have
tried,
those Apple AirTags?
yeah,
You can clip onto them?
yeah, can we low jack this dude? The dryad did warn that if you tried to mess with him, that he would is capable of
Yeah.
retaliating, though.
I don't know,
But you do have, good trackers, so you think maybe.
Yeah. Probably track him down later.
Yeah, and I was gonna say what direction you see it in, but it might be better just to tell you next session, so the word that's fresh in our minds.
Can we throw a bell around his neck? So that he makes
I can hear it. Indeed. All right, and then you got your potion, so I think that is going to do it for this session of A Rime of the Frostmaiden. Thank you to Chris, Heather, and Raymond for playing, and thank you to all our wonderful fans for watching. Shoutouts to Platinum patrons, Joe, Will, Thomas, Stan, William, Brandon, Genocider, David, Eclectic, Roleplay Roll, Christopher, Brian, William, David, Corey, Koa1337, Matthew, Big Nut, John, Infernus, Chris, Scott, and Gene, and Gold patrons, RPG, Papercrafts, Pretty Boy, and Yuma, Marcus, Dead Lizard Lounge, Sam, Libby, Spuds, Jerome, Nathan, Fast Like a Tortoise, Scott, Refus, Carolyn, and William. Thank you all very much for your support. We're live streaming our adventures every week, and we will see you next time with the finale. You got all the Caves of Hunger. Congrats.
What do you say finale? Like last episode? The last area.
Final area, I will say. Definitely not
Final
the.
area.
Yeah, we got some more stuff planned for sure.
Yeah. Man, out of those damn caves. That's something.
That is something.
Caves of death.